Y'all know I love talking about dicks.
I really don't.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Curly Cues.
Where did the name Curly Cues come from?
Well, they call me Curly because everybody was too white to learn my real name, which is Carlitos. I just wanted to say you are literally one of the most iconic Latino comedians.
Thank you.
Everybody knows Fluffy.
Thank you. Thank you.
I remember back in the day I used to watch you on Que Loco.
Wow. Yeah, now I'm just Que Gordo.
No, te miras bien, no te miras bien.
Thank you.
So this is for you. This is what we call the shade fan. Si no te gusta lo que te estoy preguntando, just bop me on the head, do whatever.
So basically what we said is if I don't like the question, I could just hit him.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's how I like it.
That's right. It's be
All
fun, man.
So let's get started.
I love the book. Oh, I thought that was a pillow until you opened it.
No. What's your full name?
My full name is Gabriel. Well, okay, since it's you. My full name is Gabriel Jesus Iglesias. And I know I sound like a freaking soap opera guy when I say my name. Gabriel Jesus Iglesias. Because if you say it the other way, it's Gabriel Jesus Iglesias.
The next question I always ask people how old they are. If you don't want to tell me, you can pretend.
No, you can't. I look good. I'm 40. I'm 41 years old. Actually, no, I'm 40 right now. I'll be 41 in July on the 15th.
Does that make you a Cancer?
Yes.
I love Cancers.
We're crabby. We're moody.
You guys are really emotional.
Needy.
And needy. What's the worst job you ever had?
Worst job I've ever had was digging ditches. I used to dig ditches in Tustin, California.
Okay.
The thing is that I had a really good job selling cell phones, and I was in sales. And so commissions, you got to figure 1997, I was clearing after taxes about $5,000 a month. And you got to figure I was 20 years old at the time.
Wow, you're falling.
I quit my job to pursue comedy. It didn't work out the way that I planned the first year, and actually I wound up getting evicted from my apartment, and I just needed a way to make cash. And so I reached out to a friend of mine who was a contractor, and he goes, well, the only job that you can do that's gonna just make cash is just, working, digging ditches and doing some manual labor. And so what happened is, next thing I know, I'm out there digging ditches, man. And the guys would give me a hard time because they're like, hey, ¿tú hablas inglés? I go, yes, I speak English. ¿Tienes papeles? Yes, I'm legal.
Yeah.
Well, what are you doing here? And I'm like, trying to explain it to them that I'm a comedian, that I want to pursue my dream. They just looked at it like literally it was the biggest joke.
How did your family deal with you?
Well, they're supportive anytime you tell family, I have a dream of something, they'll always tell you, oh, well, of course, chase your dreams, mijo. You do whatever you could, the sky is the limit. But then when you actually try, they're like, estás pendejo. You're giving up insurance and benefits at your job, and stop your stupid dream.
So I have a silly question for you. When is it okay to fart in front of your significant other?
I think when they pull the trigger first. Because once you freaking rip one, then it's like, oh, it's on. I won't even let them apologize. They're like, oh my God, how embarrassing. No. Be quiet. Listen, watch this. Boom. Because I've always got one in the chamber ready.
Tacos or pupusas?
Tacos.
Why does everybody say tacos? I feel like no one's had like a proper pupusa.
Pupusas, for those of you that don't know, are Salvadorian quesadillas.
Oh, which brings me to Dime de Fluffy's Food Adventures.
Fluffy's Food Adventure is my show where we go out and we eat a bunch of stuff, and then we just basically pass out on camera. It used to be that we would go eat and then work out, try to work off the meal. But then no one could pass the physical.
Are you guys doing any salty things?
You know what? No, not this season.
Well, when you do, I'm gonna come with you.
Okay.
We're gonna go.
All right, Curly's in.
We're gonna go to my abuelita's hot ass apartment.
Have her make some pupusas.
We're gonna make her do some pupusas. Do you flick or save los mocos? Or do you roll?
Well, here's the thing. That's a good question. This is a good question right here. I am a flicker, but they're saved because it usually happens in my bathroom. And so there's a shelf that always gets hit.
Yeah.
And so once a month it becomes like, okay, I have to explain to the lady that comes over to clean what.
Same. Why do you think that you've been so successful? Like, what do you think sets you apart as far as, as a creative, like what do you think we should have to set us apart to?
I think you gotta be willing to try different things, step outside the box and not follow the normal rules of how the business is supposed to work. I think the fact that we have access to social media lets us have control over our own content and what goes out there. We don't have to rely on Hollywood to mold us into whatever they think we should be. We can actually present ourselves as we are. Okay, so since you're asking me some crazy questions about the whole thing with the boogers and stuff like that, can I ask you some like a real personal question here?
Ask me anything.
Okay, because you were getting crazy with some of these questions. All right, I'm gonna ask you a question. What do you consider to be too small for you?
I always say big dicks are good in theory, not in usage. So too small is fine by me. When you're getting it in the butt, it's a whole different story.
I'm sure everybody's wondering, and I figured I'd ask.
You've heard of like
this I guarantee you, this is one of those interviews that's like, okay, Fluffy flipped it, and we're not sure if I'm happy with the answer or not. But I was like, you know what? He's asking me about boogers and other stuff.
I'm so happy you asked me about that.
Yeah, hey man, I saw your pin and the way you keep holding it, and I'm like, in a certain way.
I was like holding
it. And so I was just curious.
Y'all know I love talking about dicks.
I really don't.
Bueno, pues, it was so good to meet you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. This is yours.
You didn't bop me at all. Thank you.
No, hell no.
Thank you.
You'd have loved it.